Good day, fellas. I hope you're ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to be playing with a TBT. And honestly, the games that I had with this vehicle, I felt like it is a disappointing tank. Now, not everyone is thinking the same way because, as many of you know, I am streaming pretty much 24/7. Well, 24/7, maybe it is a steep 12 hours a day, right? And people are sharing their thoughts, people are sharing their emotions, and what do they think about one or another tank that they got from the loot boxes. And I can tell you that much, this mother trucker is the one which is taking the most for the team, and rightfully so. I think Wargaming wanted to present this tank as a tier 9 Skoda T56 with more armor, and they kind of did, but in the end of the day, the DPM of this vehicle is the main issue, and the tank is just simply abysmal, right? Well, abysmal, maybe it's stretching. I rated this tank 2.5 stars. I think this is where this tank deserves to be, maybe 2 stars. Armor-wise, the tank is feeling okay. You can play hold down until someone loads gold, then you can get penetrated somewhere in this area depending on the penetration. Actually, depending on the gold, you can get penetrated in the face, right? This is how it looks like. Yeah, unfortunate. Other than that, the gun handling is far away from being ideal as well, and it's not good combination of the things. To load, I noticed many situations whenever I am reloading for 30 seconds, and after that, just because of the bad gun handling, even though you're supposed to play aggressively with this tank because gun handling is not that great, you are missing one shot and you are hitting other, and that takes you like 35 seconds. For 490 alpha, 35 seconds, are you out of your mind? So first things first, the tip which I would highly recommend to use is to not be shy, mother trucker, and load the gold. You are going to make credits anyways, considering that we have holiday ops bonuses going on. I think this is one of the most important bits. I truly believe in that. Other than that, you cannot side scrap with this tank because you can get overmatched, which is quite sad thing. So all things considered, I think this is the biggest stinker from this year loot boxes, unfortunately. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about, you know? You were loading for 30 seconds, and after that, you missed one shot, and then you hit other for 500. So now you are sitting with your something in hand, and you are considering your life choices and what to do now. After 30 seconds, you will repeat the same thing, and it will be the same situation because you are getting penetrated into the turret. So, in my opinion, what was done wrong with this tank is the tank is missing either more armor or either more DPM. Right? Because doing 500 damage after 30 seconds, it's laughable. It truly is. You may as well call it TBT 155. If you know the meme, it is a meme about the Foch 155 that it has 750 DPM, right? So this vehicle has 490 DPM or whatever the alpha damage is. This is how it feels like. But once again, I am just sharing my honest thoughts. And you know, this is like trying to hit a bloody cupola of the M6i. And the thing is, I can't be any more aggressive than this. I just simply cannot. You can say whatever you want, I can't be more aggressive. So that being said, we are sitting in kind of a pickle situation, if you will. I do not know how our BlackRock is still alive. I honestly do not know how our BlackRock is still alive. I mean, this is cupola sniping. The chance of me hitting that is as big as him. As big as him making my day. Yeah, that's understandable. BlackRock made a mistake. He thought that his unkillable, unbeatable, and he went to the garage, which is fair play. It is definitely a fair play. Thank you. Can we hit 2 consecutive shots? Fellas, we did it. We hit 2 consecutive shots. Wow. Can we take a second to appreciate it? 2 consecutive shots hit. Absolutely glorious. So yeah, speaking about the gameplay, I think it is pretty boring as well, just because of the DPM for obvious reasons, right? And there is nothing to simply cry about. I think it is just simply bad tank, honestly speaking. Which is completely fine. It is fair. I would rather have not so good tanks in the boxes than to have the tanks which are the best in class, and then we have a problem that matchmaking is completely broken, right? For example, the Baza situation or XM situation or something that nature. I think this is very, very important thing to highlight. It's better to have underwhelming tank than op, I see him. Yeah, I try to do that, but hashtag never lucky. How about this? Yeah. Good, he just fired. That's excellent. How are you doing? Good. He is angry. It's okay. Boom. Excellent. Oh, come on. One in the magazine. This tank has 1 in the bloody magazine. This is how it feels like. And you know, it's not like I am playing like mentally challenged mother trucker, right? I am trying to do my best. I'm trying to play to the best of my ability, and it's rough. But you know what? Once again, I'm not afraid to showcase the things like this and the games like this either, because it gives a very, very, very good understanding for folks who are struggling with a vehicle that, yeah, maybe it's not you, maybe the tank is not the finest, maybe you are not alone, and there is plenty of the folks who are struggling with it. And please, fellas, do a favor to me, and in the same time for folks who are who just got this vehicle for themselves from the loot boxes, and please let us know, do you think the same thing, that the tank is just simply not something extraordinary as I am thinking, or am I just being silly goose and I am being simply special? Because once again, this game wasn't that bad, to be completely honest with you. I think we have done the things pretty well, considering that we are playing against the tier 11s, and I am at bottom tier in -2 matchmaking. It's not like I can put the pants down and fart on someone, right? I can't do that. Against the tier 7s, it would be a different story. But in this type of matchmaking, we just needed to be super duper hyper turbo patient and just simply try to do our best, you know? That's what we needed for a full happiness, I think. And that's what we have done. So looking into this situation, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, 3,600 damage, 2,300 assisting damage, which is actually fine. I'm feeling happy with this. We are second by experience, we are second by the damage, and we got more than $250,000 credit profits, 280,000 profits, obviously with all the bonuses, with completion of the missions and everything. You know the drill, the December is nuts. Oh, would you look at that? Ensk region standard battle. Okay, I see you. We need to figure out how we could be smart here and how we could slap the living crap out of the enemies. Trying to make pressure or something. That's what we need to figure out. And the most important thing, fellas, where the question goes, would you agree that this tank is the worst tank from the high ticket items? That being said, from the 6 tanks, for how good the vehicle is, right? This is the question which I have to ask, because I would bet on my ass that it is the vehicle which deserves to be the best worst tank, you know? It doesn't make it unplayable, but it's just not really exciting, personally, to me, you know? Skill, I love you, you sexy, magnificent mother trucker. Happy holidays. Okay. How we could be a bit more aggressive and a bit more cheeky? This is the question. How we could be a bit more aggressive and a bit more cheeky? I don't want to make a hardcore pressure here. I can tell you that instantly. I don't want to do that. KPZ is sitting there. Contender is sitting there. If I play aggressively here, I'm dead. Sentinel. I can see the Mr. Sentinel over there. And Contender. Oh. Hi. Okay. Sentinel, I can see Sentinel coming. Yep. We are running away for our life before it's too late. Hopefully we won't get double tapped. Yep, we are not double tapped. That is okay. Everything is fine. We are surviving. Now, if we would be playing with a Skoda, we would be already having another clip to slap him. I kid you not. This vehicle is in a way kind of insult of the for a Skoda, and I don't really think that the tank is toxic to begin with, right? I truly don't think that it is a toxic mother trucker which should be, you know, shamed for toxicity, which Skoda T56 can be, right? Skoda can be. This tank is definitely not winning the prize for a toxicity. But it's just, I am personally sure that how am I going to do the things? I am going to get myself Mark of Excellence on this tank eventually. And I'm going to forget about this vehicle existence, right? This is how am I looking into this personally. Okay, that's okay. He is double tracked. Everything is fine. Yib yib hooray. Enemy had no team. Unfortunately for them, unfortunately for us, we are feeling very alright here where the victory department goes. But if you would pay attention at the score, there is nothing to write books about. There is nothing to be super excited for, you know. It's just simply, yeah, that was... Ooh, raise it, PP. I see, Mr. Jaeger. I see. I can feel you, my man. I truly can. And Sue is sitting right about here around the corner. We are trying to reach this mother trucker. We are trying to aim for him properly. And our Sue is saying, oh, you bastard, I will slap the living crap out of you. He's trying to escape, and oh my bananas, everyone wants to slap him, right? Yeah, it wasn't very enjoyable battle as a battle itself. I mean, our team was significantly stronger team, and once again, where the superpower goes, you want to play with this tank like a bit of the support heavy tank, or you want to play with it hold down, you know. And even whenever you are playing hold down, depending on what kind of penetration gun you are meeting, right, it just can't stand on its own. And for example, if we are taking the Skoda T56, Skoda T56 is a bit different, or it is completely different tank. Just because of that you can protect yourself, right? You can, whenever you are playing in front, you slapped someone twice, and then 20 seconds you have another magazine. With this 30 seconds DPM and gun handling, it's just straight up, you know, lackluster, and it's one tier higher. Meanwhile, 108,000 profits, we are accepting that, it is okay. And fellas, you know, my mission is to highlight how the tanks are looking like. If the tank is not so great, or the tank is bad, I am not really afraid to showcase that and to highlight, yeah, the tank is just simply not good. What do you want me to do? You know, I cannot make, I don't have my magical stick with which I could make the tank, you know, be the best tank in the world of tanks. It just simply doesn't work this way. So let's simply deal with it. We are fine. We are fine. Okay, so what do we want to do? What do we want to do, fellas? Okay, we want to load the gold this time. Since we are bottom tier mother truckers, let's try to load the gold and let's try to be smart, okay? I can't promise you that the things will go well, but we can try. Now we can get humbled very quickly here because enemies have quite a strong platoon, at least in my opinion, right? So they can humble us just like so. But we have a lot of heavies coming to this side, so maybe we are going to be okay. Maybe we are going to be okay, folks. First things first, even though this position is a shadow of what it once used to be, I'm talking about this play over there, it is still possible to have a great game and it's still possible to annoy enemies beyond belief. So this is exactly what we are doing, and my main mission is to wait until some heavy tank will get involved here and then we can slap them. So for example, there is a chance that we are going to have the E5 making a bit of pressure and getting involved, or alternatively BZT, or alternatively Dravets, right? So all we want for a full happiness for ourselves, we want to see a good angle of enemy making a mistake. We are not asking too much. All we want enemy to make a mistake. Meanwhile, we can see Vaza tier 8 who is going to the garage quickly. I'm glad that he enjoyed himself. I am glad that he arrived, and that was absolutely amazing. That was very good. Now, next, there is a mouse who is kind of side scrapping over there, right? So what we want to do... Oh, another one. Really? Do you think it was a great idea, my man? Because I think it was excellent. My man. Thank you. As you can see, another gentleman decided to make pressure towards us, and we just simply slapped the living crap out of them because we are not behaving like a super heavy tank would over there. We are kind of baiting the enemies, and in the same time we have gazillion of the sniper schnitzels. So once again, we don't need to overthink about this. We don't need to cry about this. All we need to do, we need to be smart about this. Now, beautiful shot to the mouse. Mouse is considering his life choices and he is thinking about screaming on his team how bad his team is, which is fair play, I believe. And now we have a... And Nomad can't do anything, and he should be able to peek here. Or at least he should think about peeking here, right? I have one in the mag, and I really want to see him coming in front and making a mistake. After our Baza will fire, yep, he should start trying to retreat. It is okay. And then 53 TP should try to get tiny touch more involved here, right? Or at least that's what I would love to believe. No, he just doesn't care. Well, definitely not the game that I would be super happy about. No, peek, Yoptarai, peek! And this mother trucker is farming more damage. It's okay. If he is not peeking, he's not peeking. I wasted like 30 seconds. I could easily reload the full magazine and whatnot, but it is how it is. Anyways, now we are taking a second to aim for our shot. Luckily, we are hitting the Udes, and now rest is history and the game is over. I really want to highlight the same thing which I did in the very first battle of playing with this tank. You want to be spamming the full gold with this tank because every and each shot matters. That being said, with a spamming full gold, you are going to be able to feel tiny, well, not tiny, quite a bit better about yourself, right? You will be able to feel quite a bit better about yourself, and you will be able to get significantly more use just because you are going to minimize the shots that you are actually missing and that you actually fail. So that is important thing to say. Meanwhile, all I am hoping for, I am hoping that I can get another clip to this T-44. That would be absolutely amazing, and that would be glorious, so we could get some use. And as you can see, this gentleman is sitting right here. We are feeling great, and we are sending him into the garage. That was good. We met the last survivor, if you will, and we sent him to the garage. It's okay. Overall, just for me personally, overall, it's just simply a boring tank with a 30 seconds reload. Nothing to write books about. Below average tank for a tier 9 standards for sure. And there are so many more exciting vehicles to play with. So I think Wargaming misplayed with this vehicle quite a bit. I think what they needed to do in order to make this tank not so bad and better to simply lower the reload by 5 seconds, and then it would be completely all right, or it would be manageable or decent. But it is how it is. Box filler tank, it's okay. 2.9 thousand damage, 1.6 thousand assisting damage. We are first by the experience, we are fourth by the damage, and we got 136,000 or 137,000 profits. That's okay. Now, looking into our performance, it's nothing to write books about, but this is how the session is looking like. 2.8 thousand damage is poor, unfortunately, but we have 1.4 thousand assisting damage, so that brings our total over 4,000 combined, and that is okay, and I think this is what this tank deserves. That being said, thank you very much for watching, folks. I very much appreciate you. I hope you had a great time, and today on the extra channel you will see my take on what to do on the holiday ops. That basically means Kotek. That basically means very, very simple thing, how to upgrade your Christmas atmosphere if you are not spending money on the game, right? And in the same time, what to do overall whenever you are playing World of Tanks. You know, what is your daily action whenever you are playing World of Tanks? Because in my humble opinion, every single player should be gaming if they are playing this game on the holiday ops, right? Obviously, if you have time and priorities. Anyways, we will talk about this. We will talk about this very, very soon on the extra channel, so stay tuned for that. And that being said, thank you very much for watching. I very much appreciate you. See you on the live streams today or in extra channel. Take care, have a good one, skill is out, peace.